Hola, clase de español. Time for our first screencast for Chapter 8. Hope all is going well. If you have any questions from this or need some extra assistance in any way, feel free to email me or bring those questions into class. First thing next week, and we'll take it from there. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at things here. Obviously, talking about meals and food to get things going here. The first one is almorzar, which is to eat lunch. Almorzar. El arroz, rice. El atún, tuna. El azúcar, sugar. El café con leche is coffee with milk. Café con leche. El cereal, of course, is cereal. El cereal. La crema de maní is peanut butter. La crema de maní. El desayuno is breakfast. El desayuno. Encantar is to love something or to really like something a lot. That doesn't mean like love and like amorous love between like people, but like just to really like something a lot. Okay. Next one. Fuerte is strong. Now in this case it can mean either physically strong or it can mean in terms of the strength of taste. It's like, oh, that's a strong spice, okay? Or if I have a desayuno fuerte, if I have a strong breakfast, it's like what we would call a heavy breakfast. Lots of nutrient-rich foods and so on. Los huevos are eggs. Los huevos. El jamón is ham. El jugo de naranja is orange juice. La lechuga is lettuce. Las legumbres are vegetables. Ligero is light, as in a light meal. If you say comida ligera, it's like saying light food, things that don't have a lot of calories and don't really fill you up very quickly. That's a comida ligera. Or a desayuno ligero, be a light breakfast. La limonada is lemonade. El mango, of course, is a mango. La manzana is an apple. La manzana. El pan dulce is, some would call it a sweet bread. That's the literal translation. It can be a sweet roll. Sometimes people will call it donuts, pan dulce. Just trying to give you, the pan dulce by itself is its own unique type of good food, but probably the closest equivalent to that would be some sort of a sweet roll. El pan tostado is toast. Literal translation, the bread toasted. La papaya, of course, is papaya. Las papitas are French fries. Las papitas. Para nada means at all. So if you say, no me gusta para nada, you're saying, I don't like it at all. El perro caliente is a hot dog. Literal translation, dog, hot. Perro caliente. La piña is pineapple. El plátano is a banana. Poder means to be able to. This is a good verb. We're actually going to work more on that in a second. This is a UE stem changer. So when you look at conjugations of poder later on, it'll be yo puedo, tú puedes, él, ella, or usted puede, nosotros podemos, podéis, ellos, ellas, y ustedes pueden. So that's a UE stem changer. So a little bit different from our E to IE stem changers. We'll talk more about that in a moment. El pollo is chicken. Por lo general tomo. Usually I have. ¿Qué prefieres is what do you prefer? ¿Qué tomas para? What do you have for? So you could ask, or you could make the statement, ¿Qué tomas para el desayuno? What do you have for breakfast? ¿Qué tomas para el almuerzo? What do you have for lunch? And so on. El queso is cheese. El sándwich is the sandwich. La sopa is soup. El té frío is cold tea or just iced tea. And a full sentence, and we'll break it down. Tengo sed. ¿Qué hay de tomar? Means I'm thirsty. What is there to drink? So tengo sed, I have thirst, or I'm thirsty. ¿Qué hay? What is there? De tomar, of to drink. ¿Qué hay de tomar? What is there to drink? El tocino is bacon. La toronja is grapefruit. Las uvas are grapes. And un vaso de leche is a glass of milk. Un vaso de leche. So that was just kind of very quickly going over quite a bit of vocabulary. A lot of vocab words in this chapter. So obviously, if you're getting a look at this screencast in advance, start making your note cards or your flashcards now. Be very beneficial for you. Let's go ahead and move on to the grammar side of this chapter. Bring this up here. And we are in Spanish 1, grammar 8.1. There it is. Talking about meals, Encantar, direct or indirect object pronouns, ODUE stem changes. Quite a lot going on here. So we'll just work through each one. And just remember, there's going to be a lot of, whoops, I'll move myself down here. There I go. Good. There's going to be a lot of different pieces of information, a lot of different components to this. If this ends up creating more questions than it answers, no problem. Email me with those or bring them with you to class and we'll set you straight, okay? Here we go. First slide. Whoops, let me go ahead and move this for you just a little bit. There we go. Move myself down in the process. There, got it perfect. The verb encantar, which is like to really like or to love something, works just like the verb gustar. For example, me gusta la leche, pero me encanta el jugo de naranja. I like milk, but I love orange juice, as an example. Nos encantan los plátanos. We love bananas. A Juan y a Sara les encantan los sándwiches. Juan and Sarah love sandwiches. So those are examples of using the verb encantar. The pronouns me, te, le, nos, les in front of the verbs above are called indirect object pronouns, which generally tell to whom or for whom. In this case, they tell to whom or for whom something is pleasing. For example, te gusta la leche, verdad? You like the milk, right? The literal translation is the milk is pleasing to you, right? So very important that we're able to use indirect object pronouns, not just in front of gustar, but also in front of encantar. There we go. Remember to use the definite article with encantar or gustar when you're saying that you like something in general. For example, if I love orange juice, I don't just say me encanta jugo de naranja. I say me encanta el jugo de naranja. I love the juice of orange. I don't just say, I don't leave this out. In English, we don't use the in front of it, but in Spanish, one does. Next item. OTUE stem changers. Oh, I need to move this a little bit. This is in our way. That part of this is going to be on. That's all right. Okay, so you've already learned about E to IE stem changers like querer. Like quiero, quieres, quiere, queremos, queréis, quieren, that sort of thing. Another type of stem change is an O to UE stem changer, like the verb almorzar or poder. These are examples. So almorzar, to eat lunch. Just notice how the O becomes a UE. Yo almuerzo, tú almuerzas, él, ella, usted almuerza. Nosotros almorzamos, vosotros almorzáis, ellos, ellas, y ustedes almuerzan. Same idea with poder, to can or to be able to do something. Yo puedo, I can. Tú puedes, you can. Él, ella, o usted puede, he or she can, or you formal can. Nosotros podemos, vosotros podéis, ellos, ellas, y ustedes pueden. So those are some examples of two O to UE stem changers. Two very common O to UE stem changers. And that represents everything for this chapter. Going to move us up a little bit here. Very good. Y ya es todo, and that is everything for the chapter. You may be asking yourself, what about the extra credit? Do we have any extra credit available? The short answer to that is yes, you do. Please write 5 sentences using either gustar, encantar. Actually, this is what I would like. Write 5 sentences, at least one of which using encantar, at least one of which using almorzar, and at least one of them using poder. Okay, so I just gave you 3 at leasts, so a couple of them you'll be doing 2 of. All right, write these on a note card, both in Spanish and with its English translation beneath. Example, if I were to use, for example, poder, I would say, for my example, let's see, number 1, yo puedo correr rápido. Then underneath it, I can run fast. Next one, yo almuerzo a la una. I eat lunch at 1 o'clock. That sort of thing, okay? So 5 of those total, and give those to me first thing in class and in order to get 5 points of extra credit. And I hope this is helpful for you. Again, if you have any further questions, let me know, and we'd be willing to help you out along the way. Hope all is going well for you. Thank you very much. Ciao, hasta luego, y adios.